everyone, welcome back. If you thought some US laws were weird, wait until you see what's banned here, but totally normal in other countries. From banned foods to strict drinking laws, America has some surprising restrictions that other countries don't even think twice about. So if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more crazy facts. And let's dive into the strangest things that are illegal in the US, but perfectly fine everywhere else. Number 1. Kinder Eggs, the chocolate criminals. All right, first up, Kinder Surprise Eggs. Yep, those chocolate eggs with a tiny toy inside. They've been banned in the US since 1938. Why? Because of a law that prohibits food from containing non-edible objects. Meanwhile, in Europe and basically everywhere else, kids, and let's be honest, adults too, happily enjoy them without a problem. What's crazy is that the US allows way more dangerous things like fireworks and certain guns, but somehow a tiny toy and chocolate is where they draw the line. Number 2, Haggis, the forbidden Scottish dish. Next up, Haggis. If you've ever wanted to try Scotland's most famous dish, you'll have to leave the US to do it. The ban started in 1971 because haggis contains sheep's lung, which is considered unsafe by the FDA. But guess what? The UK, Canada, and tons of other countries eat haggis regularly with no issue. So while you can eat a hot dog with mystery meat in the US, a traditional Scottish dish is off limits. Make it make sense. Number 3. Real absinthe, the hallucinogenic myth. Absinthe, the legendary green fairy. Drink that's rumored to make people hallucinate. While you can buy absinthe in the US, it's heavily regulated and missing a key ingredient, dujone. This is the compound that supposedly caused hallucinations, but studies have shown that's mostly a myth. Meanwhile, in places like France, Switzerland, and the Czech Republic, you can drink the real deal with no problem. And guess what? No one's out there seeing ghosts because of it. Number 4. Drinking in public, the American no-no. In many parts of the US, walking down the street with an open beer can land you a hefty fine or even jail time. But in places like Germany, the UK, Japan, and even Mexico, it's totally normal to drink in public. Imagine walking around Paris with a glass of wine, enjoying life, and then coming back to the US where you'd get arrested for holding a Bud Light on the sidewalk. Priorities, right? Number 5. Unpasteurized cheese. Too dangerous for Americans? If you're a cheese lover, bad news. Some of the best cheeses in the world are illegal in the US because they're made with unpasteurized milk. France, Italy, and basically all of Europe have been eating raw milk cheese for centuries without issue. The US, on the other hand, says it's too risky. But somehow eating fast food every day is totally fine. Go figure. Number 6. Baby walkers, a danger to society? Here's one you probably didn't expect. Baby walkers are banned in Canada, but in the US, they're still sold. Meanwhile, in America, some places have banned dying baby chicks for Easter, but not baby walkers. So your toddler might be at risk rolling around the house, but hey, at least you can buy pink and blue chickens. Number 7. Selling used underwear. But only in America? Okay, so technically, selling used underwear is illegal in the US. But in Japan, there are literal vending machines for them. Yup, you heard that right. Japan has an entire market for used undergarments, while the US decided to draw the line on secondhand skivvies. Priorities, people. Number 8. Certain dog breeds. America says no. In some parts of the US, owning certain dog breeds, like pit bulls or Rottweilers, is illegal due to breed-specific legislation. But in places like the Netherlands and the UK, they focus more on responsible ownership rather than outright bans. Meanwhile, America is one of the few places where exotic pets like tigers, alligators, and even kangaroos are legal in certain states. So let me get this straight. You can't own a pit bull in some places, but you can have a pet alligator? Makes total sense. Number 9, gambling, but only in certain states. Did you know gambling is illegal in most of the US outside of places like Nevada and Atlantic City? Meanwhile, in the UK, Australia, and tons of other countries, gambling is totally normal and even encouraged. Even online gambling is banned in many US states, while the rest of the world is out here placing bets from their phones with no problem. But sure, let's keep pretending the US doesn't love gambling money. Number 10, black cars in some places. Wait, what? All right, this one is super weird. In some parts of the US, black cars are actually banned because they supposedly absorb too much heat and impact the environment. But drive to another state? Totally fine. Meanwhile, in Dubai, one of the hottest places on earth, you'll see nothing but blacked out Rolls Royces and Ferraris. So yeah, this one's a little questionable. Number 11 underscore. Sagging pants. Fashion crime? In multiple US states, wearing sagging pants, where underwear is visible, is actually illegal. Some places will fine you, while others have even arrested people for it. Meanwhile, in places like France, Italy, and Japan, no one cares what your pants look like. But in the US, apparently, showing too much boxer is a threat to society. Number 12. Collecting rainwater. Wait, what? In many parts of the US, collecting rainwater is either illegal or highly restricted. The reasoning? It supposedly messes with water rights and natural resources. Meanwhile, countries like Australia and Germany encourage rainwater collection as an eco-friendly way to conserve water. So in the US, it's totally fine to waste thousands of gallons of tap water, but don't you dare catch that free rain. Number 13. Dancing in public in some places. Footloose is real. Believe it or not, some towns in the US still have anti-dancing laws on the books. For example, in New York City, the infamous cabaret law made it illegal to dance in bars that didn't have a special license, until it was repealed in 2017. Meanwhile, in Latin America and Europe, dancing in public is a part of life. But in certain US cities, it's like we're living in a Footloose. Number 14. Importing Cuban cigars. The forbidden smoke. For decades, Cuban cigars were completely banned in the US due to the embargo with Cuba. While restrictions have loosened slightly, they're still illegal to buy and sell in many places. Meanwhile, the rest of the world enjoys their Cuban cigars with no problem. Even Canada is over here smoking them like it's no big deal. Number 15. Buying cold medicine. Without an ID, need some Sudafed for allergies? In the US, you'll need to show ID and sometimes even get tracked because some ingredients can be used to make illegal drugs. Meanwhile, in most of Europe and Asia, you can just walk into a pharmacy and buy it, no questions asked. It's kind of funny how easy it is to buy a gun in some states, but good luck getting that allergy relief. Number 16. Fireworks, legal or not? Depends on the state. In the US, fireworks are a total legal gray area. In some states, they're completely legal. In others, they're banned, even for the 4th of July. Meanwhile, in places like the UK, Australia, and China, fireworks are freely available during celebrations. So, depending on where you are in the US, fireworks are either a fun tradition or an illegal explosive device. Number 17. Driving barefoot. Illegal in some states. Most Americans don't realize that in some states, driving barefoot is technically illegal. The reasoning? It's considered unsafe and reckless driving. Meanwhile, in places like Brazil, Spain, and Thailand, no one cares if you drive barefoot. In fact, in some hot climates, it's pretty normal. Number 18. Swearing in public. Watch your mouth. In multiple US states, swearing in public is a finable offense. In Virginia, cursing in public can get you a $250 fine. Meanwhile, in Australia, the UK, and most of Europe, people curse freely in public, and no one bats an eye. But in the US, you better watch your mouth, or you might pay for it, literally. Number 19, Dassersmus. Wearing high heels in certain places. Okay, this one's wild. In parts of California and Greece, wearing high heels in historic areas is banned because they can damage old structures. While that kind of makes sense, it's still weird that a fashion choice is outright illegal in some places. Meanwhile, in most of the world, you can strut your heels wherever you want. Number 20. Owning a pet ferret. Sorry, California. In some US states, owning a ferret as a pet is illegal. Places like California argue they're a threat to wildlife and agriculture. Meanwhile, in Europe and most of the world, ferrets are considered normal pets, just like cats and dogs. But in the US, owning a tiny, fluffy ferret could technically make you a criminal. And there you have it. 20 of the weirdest things that are illegal in the US, but totally fine everywhere else. It's crazy how a country known for freedom has some of the strictest and most random laws. Some of these are hilarious, while others make you seriously question how these rules even happened. Which of these surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more bizarre facts from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.